Hey everybody, how's everybody doing this evening? Are we 5 by 5? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Am I getting through to you? Guys, are we good? Are we on? Oh, okay. Thank you, Lisa. I was worried for a minute. Y'all know how these things usually go with me. Let me see who all we got up in the house. Coffee first and speak. Hey, how are you? Dark Angel, how's it going? Joni Friels is singing Beaverine. Katrinka, LOL. Lisa, CC, how you guys doing? Katrinka, thank you for the grab bag. That was awesome. I've actually got the key keeper on right now. I appreciate that. That was great. Thank you. Um, you guys are going to notice something different. Um, a couple of things different actually. For one thing, there was no introduction. For another thing, there's no little subscribe sticker up in the top. Any of that. I am going strictly YouTube right now because StreamYard and me just are not getting along very well these days. So um, this is just straight up off YouTube. No intro, no flashy graphics or anything like that. Just us chatting. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Got a couple of shout outs that I want to do. And I usually don't do that on this channel, but I kind of promised that I would. So huge shout out to Ella, Momo, and little Bethany. And in case y'all are wondering, those are my grandbabies. Now, little Bethany is exactly that. She's a little baby, so she probably doesn't even understand what YouTube is yet. But Momo and Ella, from what their mom told me, they are two of the Shady Zone's biggest fans. They say that they love to see Papa play that guitar. I don't know, y'all. I think half the world has gone tone deaf because I can't carry a tune if I had it in a bag. But anyway, thank you guys for coming back. For all of my shady folks out there, if it is your first time on the channel, if you're catching the replay or whatever, I'd really appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button. Give us a shot for a little while. Um, anyway, hope you guys have been doing all right. I hope everybody had a good Memorial Day. I know it's been a while since I've actually done a live stream just because of all the problems that I've been having with the Wi Fi. We are working on fixing that right now. So, one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about this evening is this week came out in the Denver Gazette the Southern Poverty Law Center's new hit list for the state of Colorado. There are 14 hate groups, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center. There are 14 hate groups and 17 anti government groups that were operating in the state of Colorado in 2022. Now, how you doing, Lord Eagle? Now, for those of you who may not know what the Southern Poverty Law Center is, it is none of the above. Okay. It is located, I believe, that comes out of Atlanta, Georgia's where its base is. I think that's where it's at. But as of nonprofit, these folks raked in a grand total of $136.3 million last year. So for a nonprofit, it's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty okay. So no, they are not a nonprofit. So poverty has nothing to do with these people. And Law Center, yeah, okay. What this is a group of people that just love to stir stuff up. They like to point fingers at people and call them racist or hate groups or whatever. And I believe it was up until last year, they actually did not have the anti government thing on their agenda. They were just strictly monitoring hate groups. But now we went over to anti government groups. Now, like I said, this came out of the Denver Gazette. It came out on June the 8th, just a few days ago, um, by Spencer McKee. Was the reporter that did this. Now, here's a breakdown of the groups that were listed. on this. And it's kind of a long one. I'm going to kind of go through it pretty fast. Some of these groups, a lot of these groups, I don't even know anything about, never even heard of them. Some of them I have heard of, and some of them, if you listen very closely, I think you can kind of get a hint that this is not what they're saying that it is. But let's break this down, shall we? All right, number one, the American Freedom Network. American Freedom Network. Anti-government movement based out of Johnstown or Jonestown. I think it's Johnstown. Number two, American Futurist. Neo-Nazis. They're based out of Denver. Number three, and please forgive me if I booger this up. My German is not that good, or whatever languages it might be, but the Stura Folk Assembly, Neo Vukovic, and it is statewide. Never heard of it, but it's statewide. Number four, Colorado Alliance for Immigration Reform, anti-immigrant in Lakewood. Why is it that I get this feeling that a group called the Colorado Alliance for Immigration Reform would not exactly be anti-immigration if they're wanting to reform immigration laws? Just saying. Okay. And the next couple, I love the next couple. Number five, the Colorado Jural Assembly, Arapahoe County Chapter. Arapahoe County Chapter. Anti-government movement from Arapahoe County. Number six, Colorado Jural Assembly, statewide chapter. Anti-government, statewide. You know, where I'm from, folks, we call that double dipping, because if there is the Colorado Jural Assembly and there is the Arapahoe County chapter, then they're all the same thing. You see, that's double dipping. All right. This is a good one. Number seven, Colorado Parents Involved in Education, anti-government movement, statewide. Think about that for a minute. Remember all those newscasts and all those articles about parents actually going to school board meetings and protesting? I think you see where these people might just be coming from. Number eight, the Constitution Party, anti-government movement out of Arvada. Okay, it's an anti-government movement. The name of it is the Constitution Party. So a party that is named after the document that is the very foundation of our government is an anti-government movement. Eagle Forum, anti-government movement, Brighton, no idea. Faith Education Commerce, FEC United, Denver County Chapter, anti-government movement out of Denver County. Number 11, Faith Education and Commerce, FEC United, Douglas County Chapter. Same thing, anti-government movement, Douglas County. Once again, double dipping. Make those numbers shoot up there, folks. Okay, number 12, Family Research Center, or Family Research Institute, anti-LGBTQRSTVW, Colorado Springs. I live in Springs. Never heard of the folks. Speaking of folks, number 13, the Folks Front, the Focus Resistance Movement. Once again, neo-Nazis. Yeah. Statewide, neo-Nazis. Freedom First Society, number 14, anti-government movement, Colorado Springs. Front Range Active Club, white nationalist. Statewide, I have no idea. Generations, anti-LGBTQ, out of Elizabeth. Number 17, and then this one's good. The 3% United Patriots, anti-government movement, Johnstown. Okay. Little thing that a lot of people don't know about the 3%ers is that a lot of the 3%ers disbanded after January the 6th. So you can take this however you want to. I kind of did a little research in it. I think that it is an active thing going on right now, but it's one of the few if it is. Okay, mass resistance, number 18, anti-LGBTQ statewide. Moms for Liberty. Does this not sound like an education group or a school group to you guys? Moms for Liberty. El Paso County chapter, anti-government movement, El Paso County. In other words, here in El Paso County, we also have parents that go to school board meetings and speak their minds. Oh, domestic terrorist and all that stuff. Okay, number 20. Here's another double dip, folks. Moms for Liberty, Jefferson County chapter, anti-government movement, blah, blah, blah. Okay, Moms for Liberty again, third time. I think we have a winner here. Larimer County chapter. Number 22, National Socialist Order, neo-Nazi statewide. Number 23, National Socialist Resistance Front, neo-Nazi statewide. My God, Colorado's got a lot of Nazi son of a bitches in it, don't it? Where did we go here? Okay, number 24, Patriot Front, white nationalists statewide. Number 25, Proud Boys, general hate, just general hate. Proud Boys, they hate freaking everybody, just general hate, statewide. Number 26, Scriptures for American Worldwide Ministries, Christian Identity in LaPorte. I have never heard of LaPorte, nor have I heard of Scriptures for American Worldwide Ministries. But okay. Number 27, Team Law, Anti-Government, Grand Junction. Number 28, American State Assembly, Anti-Government Movement, Jefferson County. You're going to love this one, folks. And we're almost at the end of the list. Number 29, the Pray in Jesus' Name Project. Of course, it's anti-LGBTQ right here in Colorado Springs. Never heard of it. We Are Change, anti-government movement in Denver. Another double dip. We Are Change, anti-government movement in Walsenburg. So, Mrs. Shadey sent me the link to this last night or whatever. And I was still working on the next Tales of the Gun video. And I saw that and I said, no, this is something we got to talk about. What this report was also saying is that Colorado, as far as these hate groups and anti-government groups and yada, 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 as far as that goes, that we're right up there with California and Florida, who have the most of them. I think we may be number 3 on the list. I don't know. I don't pay that much attention to these people to give a crap. But I thought that would be something to share with you guys in the first video, the first live stream back in a while. It just struck me as so stupid that people like the Southern Poverty Law Center can point their fingers and, double dip, triple dip, make up crap just to make, the world sound like it's a very evil place. So what do you guys think? Any thoughts on any of that? Have you checked your state for what they're saying is going on in your state? Because they do this state by state and you can look it up. Loretta, I pulled my daughter out of school, had to take the fast track where you can. If you were an honor roll straight A student, finish early. She is an armed guard and a med school proud mama. That's really good, Loretta. McBean's College. Yeah, McBean, I heard you won. Very good. Good job. Congratulations on that. Lord Eagle, I just have a ton of ghettos. I'm in New York or New Jersey now. I worked with a guy that was born and raised in New Jersey. He's a good dude. And he's huge Trump supporter. Ron, if you're listening, He's a real American patriot, you guys. There's not one guy that walks into that store that wears some veterans, symbol on his hat or something like that, that Ron doesn't shake his hand and thank him for his service. And it don't matter if the dude is 19 or 90, you know, and it's an inspiration to me because sometimes I think we kind of forget about those guys every once in a while. So it's a good thing to walk up to these guys and tell them thank you. We appreciate your sacrifice and your losses and the sacrifices that your family made. It's inspired me to start paying more attention to it because I don't think these people get the praise and the recognition that they deserve. Hey, Dark Angel, I have a good friend in Jersey. He's also a Trump supporter. Yeah, there's good people everywhere in this world. I don't care what the Southern National blah blah, wants you to think that everything here is evil and stuff. There's good people all over this country and all over this world. Lisa CC, I always think that also my husband is a vet. Well, to your husband, thank you, sir, for what you did and the sacrifices that you made. And I'm sorry, guys, but the if you can tell, the angle's a little wider, so the screen's a little further away. So I'm really having to lean in to see some of this sometimes. Um, Being Scottish Fitness, my wife teaches, and when my kids were in school, I let the teachers know that they had my permission to defend themselves. Here's something interesting on that part too. There, McBean. When I was in full swing teaching martial arts, teaching traditional Japanese karate, I told my students that I didn't care what the school said, that you had every right in this world to defend yourself if somebody put their hands on you. And I also made a promise that if it came down to it and they were in the principal's office and they were looking at getting, suspended or whatever for it, because the way the schools do it nowadays is they suspend both parties. They don't try to decide who's guilty or innocent. They just suspend you both. I told them that if their parents would allow it and their parents wanted it, that I myself would go to the principal's office with them. And I would fully admit that, yes, I told my student to defend themselves. I'm reading as much of the chat as I'm talking, guys. I apologize, but um, when my family took martial arts, their philosophy was if someone was in your space, that was the first hit. Anyone can get a lucky punch and knock you out. That was coffee first, then speak. That's true. And the thing about it is most attacks these days, people come up from behind you. They come up from behind you and attack you because most people are cowards these days. Hi, Teresa. Thank you for that. There are some slackers in here. Hit the like button. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. Thumbs up me. I need as much of that as I can get these days. Yep. Guys, I'm not going to keep y'all for very much longer. I know it hadn't been that long, but I know there's a lot of people, that are on Monday nights that are, doing their live streams and stuff too. And like I said over in the community section of the page, I'm really not trying to step on any toes here by doing this, by going live, but I miss going live with you guys. And Monday nights are literally the only time that I have just a minute that I can sit down and do this. I mean, as short as the Tales of the Gun videos are, it takes me a little bit of a while to put one of those together. And a lot of it's because I'm new, a lot of it's because I'm figuring things out as I go. But it does take me a little while to do it. So, I didn't want to step on any toes. If you guys remember when I first started, it was every Monday night that I would go live, and I kind of backed off a little bit because it's like I said, I got a lot of respect for a lot of the other creators that are on here. I don't look at them as competition. I look at them more as allies and friends than I do anything else. Mornings are completely out of the question for me. I mean, I would literally have to get up at the butt crack of dawn to do a video. Most of you guys, even though some of you are 2 hours ahead of me, probably wouldn't even be up good yet. And then I got Prepper Nation that comes on, pretty much every morning. I just been trying to figure out the times and stuff. Oh, what did I miss? Yep, I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Always defend your life. Paradise Acres. Exactly right, And, the thing about it is if you have some training and stuff, a lot of times defending yourself comes naturally, you know. Thank you, Teresa. Do them whenever you can. We will show up. I appreciate y'all. Do not realize how much I appreciate you. You really don't. For comments like that, for comments on the other videos, for comments in the community section, for the chat that we have in other live streams. You guys do not realize how much I really, really appreciate you. Anyway, there was something else that was in there. Of course, nothing seems to work when you want it to work, even on YouTube, which is the simplest thing in the world to do. All right, there we go. Dark Angel, I love y'all. This is a great community. I 100% agree with that. Lord Eagle, 100. Ended up the combatives champ on Fort Carson 2 times. Missed that. You know what, Lord Eagle? I miss my competition days too, to be honest with you. What a lot of people don't understand about traditional martial arts, traditional Japanese, traditional Chinese martial arts. A lot of times when you compete, it's not this game of tag that you see in some of these sport karate videos. I saw one the other day and it was laughable. It was honestly laughable, and it was an embarrassment to anybody that's done traditional martial arts before. I appreciate you guys too, Paradise Acres. Thank you for that. And guys, it's like I said in another video a couple videos ago. If you guys want to help me, help the channel grow, then subscribe. Don't subscribe. You're already subscribed. Share the videos. Some of the gun tales or something like that, because I'm trying to make them short where they are kind of shareable. Prepping artist. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Y'all more family than my blood family. You get people in this world like that. I've had some good friends that are more family to me than my blood family. Joni Friels is singing Beaverine. Beaverines have the best channels because we are family. And it makes you feel good too. Yeah, I completely agree with that. One of the things that I've actually noticed is that no matter where we are, it don't matter whose channel we're on, it don't matter what live stream we're on. A beaverine when you see one. When you see one in the chat, you can tell by the way they're talking. 9 times out of 10, they'll throw up beaverines in capital letters, and that's great. Y'all can do that FJB and the whole 9 yards as much as you want to here on this channel. Lord Eagle, when I come back in a few months, Colorado Springs, I'd love to take you out to lunch, brother. Yeah, we can do that. Just get a hold of me through the email. Let me know, and we can do that. Lunch, breakfast, either one. That's great. If anybody else wants to join in and you're around anywhere, I know there's a couple of the subscribers that are here in Springs, and y'all come on. It's an open invitation as far as I'm concerned. Joni the Singing Beavering, don't you ever quit or give up. We got you back. Yeah, and you know what? A lot of times, Joni, that's one of the only things that keeps me doing this. Is because I know that you guys do got my back. Um, Lisa CC, FJB, 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 FJB. Beaverines, yes. Yep. Coffee first then speak, Beaverines. Um, we can take over the Uncle Sam's Pancake House in Manitou Springs. Yeah, okay. We can do that. That is not too far away from where I got my last tattoos. Honestly, I got them at Fallen Heroes down on Colorado, in old Colorado City, just right past the interstate there. Yeah, they've got a place over on the right. Little plug for Fallen Heroes tattoo. I'll wear the T-shirt on one of the videos. Coffee first in speak. Wish I lived closer or at least out in New York. Oh, you know what? New York is bad. California is bad. Colorado Springs is like that little beaten stepchild that they throw in the closet and lock up and never gets to come out and say how bad it is here. I mean, I just read the thing. We have got a totally liberal House, totally liberal, Senate, and a totally liberal government. And Colorado Springs has now got a totally liberal mayor. It's okay here because it is Colorado, but on that same note, I'm still wondering why in June I'm dressed like this. We've gotten more rain here in the past 2 weeks than I've seen since I think 2007. I mean, every day it has rained here. Is that the one with the big mural on the side of it at 25th Street, I believe? No, no, no. It's way further east. I mean, it is right after you come under 25 in Old Colorado City. I mean, I don't even think it's even considered Old Colorado City yet. There's a real nice restaurant across the street from it. It's next, I don't remember the name of it, but it's next door to a place that's got like these antique bicycles in the window of their shop, whatever they do. But it's right there in that area. If you go up a little bit further to, I think, 8th Street and take a left, there's a pretty expensive but pretty nice gun shop just across 24 over there. Same, Jim. The weather here has been like that here too. Yeah, Dark Angel. I got a garden going, and I don't even know if anything's going to grow. I mean, is too much rain is probably as bad as not enough rain. True, Jim. My horses are tired of the rain too. Lisa CC. Yeah, I imagine anything that lives outside is tired of this. But it's climate change, and we're going to turn into a ball of fire by the next 5 years or so. Yeah. Joni Jacobs. It's bad everywhere. We had 3 drive-bys and 4 murders this month already. Gang infested. That's why we're the nickname Albistan, the Thug Life City. Oh man. Well, honestly, here it's not quite like that. I mean, yeah, we're Springs is a fairly big town. We have our share of crime, but it's minimum compared to some of the cities that you can name. Paradise Lakers, too much rain is worse. You can always water. And that is true. And one of the things I did, Paradise, when I, I think I posted pictures of this. When I actually planted the garden, I put 4 poles up and I stretched landscape fiber across to kind of shade stuff from the sun because my backyard gets the sun all day long. And I wanted to have a little bit of shade. Well, the landscape fiber also repels water. So there's splits there's gaps in between the three sheets, and the rain kind of funnels down and runs off the sides of them. But keeping my fingers crossed. The potatoes are looking really good. The tomatoes are looking really good. The rest of the stuff is keeping our fingers crossed. Teresa, here in Ohio, we were happy to get the rain yesterday all night. It's been very dry here. It has not been very dry here, but yesterday it started last night. It rained pretty much all night, thunderstormed really good a couple of times, and it has rained all day today. Which, when you are a fisherman like I am and enjoy getting out on the lake in your boat or your kayak or whatever and fishing, uh, half the summer's going to be gone, and I've been fishing twice. So there's that too. Coffee first and speak. I need to work on getting a ham radio. I just don't know anything about them. Don't know what to get. Um, Honestly, coffee. And some people hate these, some people love them. But the Baofeng, you can usually pick them up fairly inexpensively on Amazon. Um, they are programmable. There is actually an app that you can download onto your computer and plug your ham into the computer, and it will download all of the towers and stuff around you, the frequencies and stuff for them. It's pretty cool. I don't know a whole lot about them either. I have one. It's in my Faraday cage put up. Um, I figure I can, I've got a working knowledge on how to broadcast on radio, although my finger hasn't ever hit that send button because I'm not licensed. But I've got a fairly decent knowledge on how to operate the radios, but I can put it on scan, all that stuff. So they're low budget and they're decent starter radios. They're handhelds and stuff, so you can shop around. There's usually pretty good deals on. There's a couple more brands out there. Uh, if anybody in the chat has any suggestions on what she should get besides a Baofeng, then please let her know. Lord Eagle, I saw the world record lake trout was just nabbed in Colorado. Blue Mesa, possibly. Could have been Blue Mesa. We went to Blue Mesa a couple of years ago to camp and fish and stuff, and the water there was so low. I don't know. I did hear something about a record-breaking fish being caught around here somewhere, and I saw a picture of a guy that caught a huge catfish out of Pueblo, but I don't know if I'm thinking of that one or not. But yeah, it could have been Blue Mesa. Loretta Hutch, don't you need a special license? Yes, Loretta, to operate a ham radio, you are required to be licensed by the FCC. It's not that difficult. There's all kinds of training apps and things like that you can download, and they give you they'll go through all the test questions, every single one of them, and then it evaluates you. But they're out there, and I think it's like $15 to get your license. I have heard rumors. I've never actually found a place that you can actually test for it online, but I don't know if that's true or not because the FCC is pretty strict about their licenses. I think it's like a $10,000 fine that you can get for operating a ham radio without a license. Well, y'all, I think I'm going to wrap this one up. I appreciate you coming, guys. Stick with us. And, like I said, you want to help me make the channel grow, share the videos and things like that. Do what you can do. Hope you guys have a great night. I hope everybody, I don't know if I said this at the first of the video or not, but I hope you guys all had a great Memorial Day and remembered those who gave their lives the ultimate sacrifice so we could have our freedoms today. Until next time, God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you later.